Okay, so the last topic from this chapter is serializing objects. So here we are basically trying to understand what serializing is. So serializing is nothing but when you are trying to convert the object of stream of bytes that can be easily converted into a file. Like that is when you are trying to convert an object into a file. So object into a series of bytes which are stored in the file. So we'll see the process. It is also called as pickling, otherwise known as serializing an object. So to pickle an object, basic thing that we are supposed to do is import the pickle module, open the file for binary writing. This is because we are converting the object into bytes which are in zeros and ones, right? That is from chapter 1. So that's the reason why we are opening the file in binary writing. That is because when you are trying to get you are trying to take an object and then convert that into zeros and ones. That is the reason why it is binary write. So and we will be using the function pickle.dump, which is basically going to take all the information from the object and then dump that in terms of zeros and ones in our file, which we have opened in the mode of binary writing. So pickle.dump object file, close the file. And we could also pickle multiple objects before we close the file as well. So let's see an example. Here is your first statement, that is importing pickle. Next, here is our phone book, which is our dictionary, that is Chris, Katie, and Joanne and their keys and values pairs. Now in the output file, which is my variable, I'm opening a file with the format of phonebook.dat, that is phonebook.dictionary data, that is sorry, the phonebook.dat is the file name, comma wb is the right binary. And after this, I'm going to use the dump function, that is phonebook comma output file and then output file comma close, sorry, dot close. Now after this is done, you will be looking at a file in your directory as your .py program in the same directory, and that will be with the extension .dat. So if you want to unpickle the data and if you want to convert that pickled object into our original object, pickled bytes into our original object, then that process is called as unpickling. So in order to unpickle, you are first going to import the pickle module, import the file for binary reading this time. It is not binary writing, it is binary reading. That is wrong. That is a mistake here again. So that is binary reading. I'll update that in the slides. Then call the pickle.load function here and then close the file. So pickle.load file is your main function. So import pickle, input file, whichever file that you want to access. And when you are using files, we have to make sure that this file is existing and it is also in the same directory as our .py program. So now you are opening that. Phonebook.dat is your file name. Mode is read binary, RB. And then PB is your phonebook in short, just taking any random variable name, is equal to pickle.load input file. Input file is the file that we have just opened. Now, if you enter PB, we are getting its original contents, which is a dictionary. You can just close the file now. So that is how we serialize the objects. In the next, chapters and in the next courses, like in 231, I think you'll be talking more about serializing the objects. And so for now, this is enough for you all. So that is the end of chapter 9. That is basically end of all the chapters in 131. So the next thing that you'll be having is the lab for chapter 9 and then the final exam. So I will be posting the final exam soon. Like that will be over at least 10 to 12 days. You'll be having enough time to access the test whenever you want, because it's all asynchronous. So there is no one fixed timing for that. And then the deadline for the lab will be appropriately decided as well. So that is the end of chapter 9, and I'll see you in the lab video. If you have any questions, you know where to find me, or you know my email address. So shoot me an email. Thank you. Bye.